As many of you know, MHS has been trying for some time now to pass a drug testing policy for students and extracurricular activities. This would affect all students from the middle school all the way to the high school. First, I will explain how some people think illegal drugs are dangerous. Then, I will give reasons of why marijuana should be legalized in other people's opinions. Then, I will explain the drug testing policy, the proposition that MHS has brought to the board's attention. When people talk about the drug problem, they usually mean abusing legal drugs or using illegal drugs such as marijuana, ecstasy, cocaine, LSD, or heroin. Marijuana is generally an illegal drug, but some states have legalized it for medical purposes only. Illegal drugs aren't good for anyone, but they are particularly bad for a kid or teen whose body is still growing. Illegal drugs can damage the brain, heart, and other important organs. Cocaine, for instance, can cause a heart attack, even in a teen. While using drugs, people are also less able to do well in school, sports, and other activities. It's harder to think clearly and make good decisions. People can do dumb or dangerous things while under the influence that will hurt them or others. On the other hand, reasons why marijuana should be legalized. One is because prohibition has failed over the past 75 years and prisons are overcrowded with illegal drug uses. Marijuana is not a lethal drug and is safer than alcohol. It is an established scientific fact that marijuana is non-toxic to humans. Marijuana overdoses are nearly impossible, and marijuana is not nearly as addictive as alcohol or tobacco. Marijuana use has positive attributes such as medical value and as recreational drug with mild side effects. Many people use marijuana because they have made a decision that it is good for them. Marijuana also provides relief from pain, nausea, and other symptoms for many individuals who have not been treated successfully with conventional medications. Now for the drug testing policy that MHS has brought up. Faculty and staff at the administration of USD 418 are taking more strides to steer away from students from illegal drugs. This week, the Board of Education accepted a request from Shane Bacchus, MHS Assistant Principal and Activities Director of Sports, to move forward to a committee to develop a new substance abuse policy for students involved in extracurricular activities. A revised, more proactive approach will be developed and outlined in the next 4 weeks and taken back to the board and possibly get the approval. The process was that the proposed drug testing process came from the coaches, sponsors, and teachers who had expressed concerns over the past 3 years about the effectiveness of the current policy. As discussions continued, it became clear that many thought the reactive policy was relied solely on self-referrals by students, parents, or police, not aligned with the district goals of avoidance. It is not our intent to catch kids doing something wrong, says Bacchus. We want this to be a place it will give kids a reason to say no. Following the full support of coaches and sponsors of the KSHS-AA activities, a committee was formed more further to evaluate and discuss the situation. The committee consists of Bacchus, Christy Doyle, who is the MHS volleyball coach, Doug Gare, MHS tennis coach, Herb Helinski, MHS bowling coach, Kyle Hopkins, MMS and MHS director of bands, Kurt Kinnaman, MHS basketball coach and golf coach, Doug Kretzer, MHS head wrestling coach, and Jace Pavlovich, MHS head co-track coach, and Tom Young, the football coach. The committee began reviewing the other policies from Derby, El Dorado, Liberal, Mound Ridge, and Mays. They then approached the board with their brief recommendation, which included random monthly drug testing with students 7th through 12th grade, students in KSHS-AA activities, and an outline of consequences in the case as positive results. After the board gave them permission to move forward, they promised to develop a more detailed policy. We believe this is needed to deter and prevent student substance abuse and prepare students for workplace drug testing. The committee stated in its recommendation, of the 680 students in 7th through 12th grade, 450 to 500 are involved in extracurricular activities. And the recent survey of 51 MHS students involved in these activities, more than 50% said it was a drug problem. I have explained the good and bad about drugs, explored how they can be useful, and also how they should be illegal. In conclusion, I would like to warn you and fellow students that this may be a policy in the next few years. Thank you.